Hey guys, here's a tip for y'all. If you ever need to remove one of these removable agitators, there's a thing under here. You pull it and you turn it counterclockwise. This comes out now, but you need to remove this part. To remove this part, you have to get rid of this part. So you take two hooks and stick them down those two holes and pop up sharply, and this thing will come out. And guess what you see right there is a 7/16 inch bolt, and then the agitator will come right on out. Tech tip for the day. Well, I got a Samsung dryer here. You know I've been over these things several times with y'all, but I am actually running out of stuff to show y'all. When something neat comes in, I try to record it. I'm thinking about maybe cutting my videos down to once every 2 weeks, because actually I'm running out of things. I'm just repeating stuff I've done in the past. Now to take this off, there's two screws on the back side, one there and one there, and you just pop it backwards and it comes off. And it's easier to attack these things from the front. Take the front off. This one will not heat. It runs fine, it won't heat. So, and Samsungs are pretty notorious about blowing elements. So anyway, to take this off, we need to take this front panel off. Yeah, I have a lot of irons in the fire right now. I'm trying to get most of my books polished and published. It's books that I wrote over 30 years as an aircraft pilot, when I had downtime, like bad weather and stuff that we couldn't fly. I had to find things to occupy my mind, and after cleaning the hangar up and doing all the chores that I needed to do there, I would have a lot of time alone in a hangar. I'd either be twiddling my thumbs or doing something, and I don't like to twiddle my thumbs. So I wrote, and I played my guitar until one of the new bosses didn't like that. My old boss didn't mind. So I sat at my computer and I wrote a lot. So I have like 30 years worth of stuff that I'm trying to dust off and polish and get out to the editors and get published, and that's occupying a lot of my free time right now. And it takes a while to actually do these, edit these videos. I'm getting, after this many videos, I'm pretty good at it, but I'm noticing that my quality, I'm not paying attention to it because I've got too much other stuff going. I mean, when I have a unique repair, and when I find something that I haven't done before, and I haven't done a change to these belt things on a tub before. It just irritates me, because when I find something I haven't done before, I say, oh, I need to make a video of that. Then, by golly, I messed up the video. Anyway, what we're going to do here, it's easier for me. Now, I've heard some people say, once you get it this far, that all you got to do is take these screws off and then pull that whole unit out. I like to do it right. I mean that's a good way to do it, but it's, for me, I just take the whole front off and take the tub out, be able to examine the idler pulley and all that stuff, and maybe do a little vacuuming in there, and That way you do a really good job of it, and I think you do it the right way by taking then completely. It's not that hard to take this thing apart. And once you take the tub out, you can examine the inside of the unit. And it's a lot easier for me to work on the element that way. So you got 4 screws here to keep this bulkhead here on, and 1 screw here, and all of this should come out. Some of them have another screw down here, but some of these do, but this one doesn't. I think the ones that LG makes has a screw down here and one over here. Alright, so what we want to do is lift up. These things are sitting in slots. You just lift up and take them out of the slot, both sides, and it should just come right on off. Just like that. Now I want to reach in there and take the belt off. And while I'm looking, look at this. See all this right here? This is why I'm trying to take this off, because all this is really affecting the blower. If you don't clean stuff like this out, you're not getting good airflow, and that's probably why the element blew out. So we want to blow all this out. I'm just reaching back there and slipping the belt off the idler pulley. That way I can take the drum out. And I will set it aside over here. And it has a lot of lint in it that we are going to clean out. And while you have this apart, what you want to look at is this idler pulley right here. Now this one's got a groove in it. It doesn't need changing right now, but it's wearing a groove. And what'll happen, these things will freeze up, and the belt is just melt the groove right through here till it gets to the metal part, and then it'll mess up and break the belt. Alright. So, what we need to do is get our handy little fluke multimeter out and turn it on ohms to measure the continuity, and that'll turn it on audible so I can check the continuity of these components. I'm pretty sure that the component that I need to check is the element. However, let's just check all of these, make sure they have continuity. So if you look at this, you have this wire goes to here, and this comes out to here and goes to here and then back through the deal. So if we check this one and to this one, if all those components are good, we'll get a beep, and we do. So, but if we check this one and this one, we do get a beep. Now that thing is telling us that our element's good. So this is not the problem. Our element's good and our components are good. The problem is going to be in that board. And hopefully the problem we have in the board is something we can fix. If not, we're going to be in a bind. Yep, I'm not going to be able to fix this. I don't know if I have a board. I doubt I haven't had a board for that. Yep. Well, that's probably going to be a terminal illness for this machine on account of that board's probably going to be more than the man's going to want to pay for. What's going on, Wally? But let me look at my spare boards and see if I have a dryer board. Oh, you bet I don't. A lot of washer boards. Washer board. Washer board, that's not good for it. Drop it on the dang ground there. And these are all washer boards. Now, nope, not gonna have one. No. Yeah, we're gonna have to tell him the bad news. You a dead dog. You're supposed to die when I do that. You're supposed to die. Joe boy. That's your boy right there. Yes, you are. So, this video is probably over. I could tap on these relays. Pretty sure it's that one. So we'll put it back together and see if it comes back on. Now, I hate to charge the man on account of it's not going to stay fixed. Well, hand me that screw down there. Or not. Stay right there. Let's get some air on the subject. Now, what? That wasn't on there a while ago. Wally must have been out there scratching and scratched up something. Let's blow this thing out. Get this first. But we're gonna blow all this out, and on the assumption that tapping those relays got it going again, but it's not gonna be a permanent fix, I don't think. If it fixed it at all. Well, heck, I did something I didn't want to do. Somebody asked me, said, how do you breathe all that stuff? If I don't, I hold my breath. Then I step away and take a couple of breaths. Alright. Let's put this rascal back together. You just grab it by the belt, use your handle. And you can fit it back into place on the rollers. Reach back in there, and by feel, I'm putting the belt around the motor pulley and then pulling the idler up and over the back of the belt that's coming down to this side. And I think I have videos of me putting them on with the camera up in there. If you want to see how it's done, you can search my videos and see if you can find that. Now, the way to do this is you want this lip right here to go right there, and then you put these top ones in. Like so. We have to put this bottom one in. So now you can roll this tub. As you roll it, the rollers go into place. They got a foot messed up on this thing. There we go. Always remember to plug this back in. You can turn this off. Harper Knowles.
Hello?
Yeah, you a spammer. Hate these people. Probably like 6 times a day. Maybe more. Hello? I wonder if they ever get anybody to talk to them. Most people I know just hang up on them. That's what I do. Alright, and usually the screw that goes in that plastic is different. It will have a different thread on it. I think that's it right there. There's broader, what they call plastic threads. You don't want to strip it out. Just like that. Now we need to put on our like this. I wonder where the foot is on this thing. My belt keeps slipping. Must have been this Memorial Day weekend. I must have had too much to eat. Got this Velcro belt so I don't scar up people's machines with a buckle, but here lately the Velcro's given up on it, so I don't recommend them. Well, let's put the screws in there and a screw in there. And readjust that wire. Gotta go all the way to the other side. Oh shoot. These have these little tabs on them. It's sometimes hard to get on there. And I had it on there. Like that. Perfect. like so. Like that. One more right here. Now those wires the right way. There we go. This one goes right here. Now this is going to go on our door when it's ready to put on, which is right now. Alright, we fit these in these 3 slots on the bottom, one in the middle and on each side. We're going to put our door switch back on. Then we can close it up like so. You know, there's a to lift it up a little bit. There we go. There we go. Now we can fit these back in the slots right here, and perfect. Let's see if we got it fixed. I know why it was like that, because it was sitting on the plug. That's why it was moving back and forth. Got power, I heard it. More dry, high. Push the button. Woo! Nope. That did not fix it. And that's a shame too. Let's see if we can try another cycle maybe. Got time dry. doesn't work either. Nope. One other thing we'll check, the voltage on it. Pretty sure it's that board. So, and these 220 units, you can get 110 on one leg there that'll run the motor and all the electronics, but not the element. So if something's wrong with this cord, it could, we're getting 240 volts here, which we are, 252, then we got enough voltage to it. 126 there, and 125 there, and 253 across, which is more than enough voltage to run that element. And there's nothing wrong with the element, so the problem's in that board. And I'm gonna have to break the bad news to the man, and he'll probably just replace his dryer. That's a pretty old dryer. So you can't win them all. We could buy another board for it, and he might want to do that, but I will see what the damage is going to be, and I'll call him up. But I wouldn't recommend fixing the dryer this old. Just go ahead and get another one. So what I want to do is take a picture of this right here. Come on now. Model number. And we'll go in here with this model number, and we'll look up this board, see how much it's going to cost him. Alright, let me get back to you.
Stop.
Hey, baby. Oh, you want a treat? Oh my goodness. Well, I'll tell you what, there's somebody else showed up for one. Don't take my hand off. I tell you, y'all want to compete too much. Oh, one more. You need to slow down. While he's not starving to death, he's not going to get you. Let me give y'all some water. Plenty of puddles around to drink out of, but y'all need some water. What you been all dirty? You been up in the house? You've had them puppies? Yeah, Ruby has had her puppies. So anyway, the man, I called the man, and he wants to go ahead and order the control board. I found it, rebuilt one on Shop Jimmy that seems to be real reasonable. So he said go ahead and order it. It's going to be several days before it gets here, but he said he had plenty of time to wait. So I will certainly do that. But in the meantime, I'm probably going to forget to revisit the video when the control board comes in. Anyway, so we troubleshot it, found out what was going on. So once you change that control board, the machine should start heating again. Alright, I've been waiting for this thing to come in, and it finally arrived. It is a remanufactured motherboard, or control board, for this unit out here that I have been waiting for. And I'm coming out in this warm, moist area here, so I'm going to wipe the camera lens maybe a couple times. I need to move this over to this area over here so I can plug it in. But yeah, we started working on this and we determined that it was the control board, probably a relay that's not clicking on and keeping this thing from heating. That's a big old monster, and it's on a Saturday afternoon, and I got a notice that this part had been delivered, and I need to have this out of my shop first thing. I'll wipe this lens again. Alright, so we have our new part. And we need to take our control board out of here. I hear an airplane out there. It's probably my boy. He was working on one. They probably went test flight. Alright. So what we need to do is start unplugging stuff. And you don't really have to worry about what plugs where, because they usually only fit in one spot. Come on now. I can't get that off. Let me try with this one. I'll get that one. I got some sharp edges on that thing. All right, now let's see, there we go. There we go. Now we can put this new board in here. The old board, the new board. Still got the screw. Come on now. So actually, this board was fairly reasonable. I think it wasn't too much at all. When I got to looking at it and told the man it's going to be the board, I said, let me look at it. It may not be worth changing, but I got it pretty reasonable. So he said, yeah, go ahead and fix it, because the dryer matches his washer, and he didn't want to change that about it. Wait a minute now. It would go like that. You know, kind of that. It really doesn't matter which one you put there. However, what does matter is the little locking tab. Okay. And we want to put these back in here. Plug this back in. Almost forgot that one. Lock that down. Like so. And let's plug it in. And we will test it. Power's already on, power's off, power's on. Now, we have medium heat. 40 minutes. Now let's check on our heat. Oh yeah. Yes indeed. Coming out hot. Good and hot. Let's see. Time dry. High. Check that. I can't tell because it's already hot, so. Anyway, that's how you change the board on the dryer. We will put all this back together. And have him fixed up. Anyway, thanks for watching, and give me a thumbs up. Check out my books. There's links to my author page in the description. Also check out Vampire Tools. They're a good line of tools. They sell some really nice VAMPLIERS. I use them in the shop. They sent me some to test out, and I was very impressed. Anyway, there's a link to there in the description with a use that link for my affiliate link, and there's a code. You get 10% off. And anyway, thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Chip is out.